Luke with GeoFit. Today we're going to do a little quick shoulder routine, so strength training for your shoulders. If you have weights, you can use little dumbbells. I know at home in the quarantine, you may have to get creative. You can use, beer bottles, soup cans. You can fill bags with, rocks, whatever. One thing I would suggest if you're getting real creative and using different sized weights, try to make them obviously as similar as possible. You can also switch arms after each set to get the overall balance. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start right here. Good posture, shoulders back and down. Stick the chest out, chin tucked back, head nice and high like you're balancing a cup of water. Weight evenly distributed, foot to foot, front to back. Brace your core, squeeze your glutes, everything nice and engaged, nice and solid. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the first exercise, which is gonna be right here. Lateral raises. 3, we're gonna do 15 reps. 5, 6, 7. I wanna get my elbow at least as high as my shoulder. 9, 10, come up. You can even pause for a second if you want and really control it on the way down. We wanna go slower on the descend than on the way up. I think we're at around 13. If you do 1 or 2 reps extra, that's okay. I'd rather have you do too many than too little. Good, so that's gonna get that mid delt, that side of the shoulder. Now we're gonna work on the front. We're gonna isolate the front now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come right here at that 45-degree angle. 1, we're gonna do 15 again. Thumb on top. Now notice we're not going straight out in front. We're not going straight out to the side. It's that happy medium, that 45-degree angle right here. Show you guys some different angles. I believe that's around 10. Counting is not my forte. Try to get the elbow at least as high as your shoulder. Good posture, don't sacrifice your height. Again, control on the way down. Let's do 1 more. Good, nice. That was the front delt. Now we're gonna hit the rear delt, so the back of the shoulder. So we're hitting all 3 of our major deltoid muscles. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna hinge back at the hips. Notice my spine is still straight from my tailbone to my head. It's not rounded. So we're gonna have a good hinge here. We're gonna get almost parallel to the ground. We don't have to go quite parallel. What we're gonna do right here is we're gonna get our elbow, same concept as the other ones. We're gonna get our elbow higher than our shoulder. Elbow comes up nice and high. And control down. I'll show you guys some different angles. I'm making a slight mistake right now because I'm looking at myself in the camera. I actually want your whole neck straight too, so you should really be right here. Straight line from your tailbone to the back of your head. Again, same thing, control on the way down. Almost done here. Good, last exercise for the shoulders. We're gonna start right here. We're gonna do a little Arnold press. So we're gonna press straight up to the sky, all the way up, all the way down. This gets a little bit of tricep involvement as well. Train your core by stabilizing. Actively push the ground with your feet. A few things here. Biggest mistake I see with the overhead press is people finish out in front. So a lot of people think they're straight upright. I'll show you guys from a little lower angle on this one. They think they're straight out. They think they're over their head, but they're actually out in front. We really want to drive through. You want your wrist over your elbow, over your shoulder. You guys keep working. If I stop to demonstrate, you guys can keep working. We're also gonna give a little twist. So we're twisting as we come up. So really think bringing your bicep to the back of your ear. That's what we want, that straight alignment. All the way up, all the way down. Now we don't wanna arch our ribs to get up there. So pull your rib cage down, straight up. Good, you guys should have done at least 15 in that set. So that's gonna be our cycle. So if you need to, pause the video, take a quick break. If you're in really good shape, you can go right back into it, or if you picked a light weight, but hopefully you picked a heavy enough weight where you need a little bit of a break. We're gonna run through it again now. This time we're gonna do everything for 10 reps. So same exact thing, ready? Right up to the side. Focusing on that mid delt right here, that middle of the shoulder. Remember, slow on the way down. Get your elbow at least as high as your shoulder. Nice. Shake that out. Now we're working that front delt. We're gonna take a deep breath. Good stance. Grab it forward with your feet, nice and tall. And we're gonna come right up here, thumb on top. When we're going to the side, we want the wrist on top, where your watch would be on top. Now we want the front. That thumb to be right on top. Show you you guys some different angles. Nice. Our third delt, and our last part is going to be the rear delt, the back. So again, remember, we're going to hinge back at the hips, weight evenly distributed through our feet, grab the floor with your feet, tight core, so we're not doing all this core movement. The core is stable like a statue, and we're just going to come up here almost like you're reverse hugging someone. Remember, you're not allowed to hug people during the COVID crisis, so we're doing the opposite here. Open up. Call this the COVID hug. 2 more. Last one, all the way up, squeeze, and control down. Good. Last one we'll do is we'll do that overhead press. Remember, right here, straight up to the sky. Rotate as we go. Another big mistake I see with this is the elbows get too wide. I don't want this. I don't want us coming way out here. Again, I'll drop down a little bit so you guys can see. We don't want you coming out here. Stay right in that narrow pipe. Good. Straight pathway, right up. Again, we're not finishing out here. Finish up there, almost like you're pushing back. If you're back against the wall, bring your knuckles back behind you. There's a reason those Olympic powerlifters are always driving their chest through to get that full finish, full range of motion. Very important. Good. Take a deep breath. If you guys need more of a rest, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to go right into our last set. So we're going to do 1 more cycle through, 5 reps each. Your shoulders should be absolutely on fire by now. It's a good thing. Don't sacrifice posture. Shoulders back and down. Head up. Pretend you're balancing a cup of water in your head. And we're going to do just 5. Right here. Burn out. Nice. Deep breath. And we're going to go right in front. Thumb on top. Good. And we're going to hit the rear delt now. Hinge back. Show you guys some different angles. And we're going to be right here. That reverse hug. Get the elbow up higher than your shoulder. Make sure we're not starting to creep up too much on this one. Good. Last one. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs. That stabilizes the whole body. Therefore, our shoulders and our arms can push with the most force, produce the most force possible. This last one, burn out. I want you guys to give me as many as you can. Go till you cannot raise your arm anymore. And again, we are not sacrificing range of motion. We do not want here. We don't want our lats pulling us tight here. Open up, get that full range without arching up the rib cage. So pull your ribs down and your arms up. Keep pushing. If you're done, that's great. You had a heck of a workout. You can stop the video. If you're able to, keep on working. It's probably about 1,000 reps, so pretty good. That's a good shoulder.